Hi everyone, welcome to the latest edition of my vlog. So, I yesterday went to this conference called Blockchain Bitcoin Conference, which was organized by Simple Expo, and it was probably Smile Expo. It was probably one of the few Indian conferences that I was really excited about. I would thank one of my friends from the crypto world who was speaking at the conference and actually told me and shared me the details of this conference and it was really a great experience to not only learn what is the latest developments that are happening in the overall cryptocurrency, blockchain, and ICO space, but also meet some of the great minds in this space, and also to learn about some of the new use cases and new ICOs that are happening around the world. And also, it was a great way of for me to project myself as a part of the integral part of the community, and to help build longer relationships, and to know who is looking for what, and also who is doing what, so that somewhere I can also be of some help to them. So just to go back to the blockchain conference, actually it was a great way to I would be quickly talking about the people at least I knew, and the kind of great learning that I had at the conference, and probably that would give you a short gist of what went there. So first, one of the the presenter um, uh, of the event, Mr. Jignesh Barfiwala. He has already an experience in fintech space, and is now venturing out to blockchain space, and here he did a fantastic job at moderating and also managing managing the speaking part of the event, where he not only introduced all the speakers and also managed the timings that sometimes becomes a difficult challenge in events, and also his introductory speech where he compared buying Bitcoin to buying something like gold, or and the kind of restrictions that are around the overall buying and interaction of crypto assets or cryptocurrency, and giving it in a just that if we can buy real commodities like expensive bikes, cars, without the kind of KYC ML norms that we have to now deal with cryptocurrency assets, then we are actually doing some kind of we are missing the point that that cryptocurrency is also an asset, or is kind of a kind of a medium that should also operate at a degree of zero anonymity that we are used to in our day-to-day lives. And then I would also thank, or I would say at least the person because of whom I went to the conference, Mr. Arnab Naskar, who is the CEO and also a law researcher in Hamburg, Germany, and he also is the CEO of Psychos. Psychos is a ICO consulting firm from the legal aspects, and also helps to structure the key tokenomics and also the overall ICO structure for reputed ICOs. They've already worked on Gelurida. They're working on ODEM and a few other projects that are in the pipeline. And he gave one of the fantastic talks yesterday on the regulatory nature of ICOs that is happening in Europe, and he explained how and which jurisdictions, starting from Zug Valley, Germany, and Europe altogether, what are their standpoints on ICOs and cryptocurrency as such. And he gave also how regulators are now starting to look at tokens itself, and are actually looking at how though there's despite the gap, despite of lack of clarity of how to deal with cryptocurrency assets or tokens, they have at least come out with some kind of a segregation and where and which law may apply. So one thing and then we also had uh, Napinai NS. She is a Supreme Court lawyer and also a key voice as far as implementation of law into the emerging technologies and in blockchain space is concerned. And she also gave a very I would say a balanced view on how the government thinks about cryptocurrencies and the latest acts that are being enacted around regulating, if not cryptocurrency, but at least around the overall about the like 2 days back a new law came around controlling Ponzi schemes and also deposit schemes, which are illegal in nature or may not have a legal sanctity in India. So how is the government trying to regulate that, and what its impact would be on ICOs and cryptocurrencies? So so that gave a very good that was a very engaging conversation, and there were definitely there were two different views, but also I felt this helped to give a little bit of a clarity of for the international delegates who came to India and also people from India, that if we want to explore into this space, what kind of things we should be taking care of. And apart from that, also we had Harmeet Singh Monga, who is also running various startups and also is one of the organizers of World Satoshi Summit. I mean, his event was one of the best events, I would say, of yesterday's conference, where he explained how in India a lot of development evangelism related to Ethereum and various other ways of enabling people into blockchain and blockchain development is concerned, and how his vision and also how to sensitize people on blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. What are the kind of initiatives he himself and through his different partner organizations they are taking. So it was really a great experience hearing him, and somewhere I felt his vision and my vision somewhere were in sync, and I wish to meet him more and get to learn more about his vision and be part of it. Then there was also a panel discussion where Harmeet and also Ravikant Agarwal from Cognizant were there, and while it was talking about the current blockchain and the cryptocurrency scene in India, and it was a well moderated session, though I felt that the focus was more on regulations. The focus was more on what is cryptocurrency and is detaching blockchain from cryptocurrency is valid or not. But I felt one key point that was raised by Hamid, which makes a lot of sense. That is, blockchain as a technology, cryptocurrency as a technology is here to stay, and not only stay, but it is going to disrupt big time all the existing businesses. And who is not only businesses, processes, governments, governance. It would be touching all the aspects of our lives, as we know it. The problem is a lot of people do not understand it. The focus should be on sensitization. Focus should be on at least being on the right side of it, because see, either for a technology or such a kind of a revolutionary technology like blockchain or cryptocurrency, either it can be on the right side or on the wrong side. But changing the narrative will not change the reality. And that is, both need each other, and both are developing at a pace which other governments and other and lot of banks and lot of the existing businesses are though following, though trying to get a sense of it, but are not getting the real picture and may be left out, or even if they try to control it, may find it very difficult. So and also after that, during the networking sessions, I met with Ravikant Agarwal. He's really a great evangelist, along with Praneeth, in Pune. So anybody who wants help or is going to Pune, which is, I feel, is also one of the hottest destinations for blockchain and the cryptocurrency technology space in India. So please go there, connect with Ravikant and also Praneeth from Global Blockchain Foundation, and build and probably explore the scene. It's very happening. And some of the other talks that I liked and projects that I liked from the session was the session of Ashley Turing from Livetree. I think it gave one of the most simpler and more pragmatic representation of blockchain and cryptocurrency technology and tokenization for the whole session, and it actually helped people who may have come for understanding what is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency, what is tokenization, a very good introduction. Apart from that, the initiative that he's taking along with Livetree in the space of movies, entertainment, and trying to find a tokenization model and marketplace around it was phenomenal. And I wish them best of luck, and wish to see more and more opportunities coming out of their initiative. Then I also had an opportunity to see to meet Palash Bakchi from Retainly Tech Technology. I think it's from Bangalore, and the great thing was they were giving Memento tokens of Rently. They are launching a new coin, so it was a great opportunity to just be taking that Memento. I wish to meet him once more, and try to understand their value proposition. But it was definitely a good opportunity to meet him. Then I also liked the session from Ivan Luthra from Almora Investment Bank. Now, this was probably one of the most interesting sessions, because here was an investment bank that was talking about supporting ICOs, supporting cryptocurrency projects, and probably was one of the most crypto-friendly banks that I heard in any conferences or any sessions elsewhere. So they said, if you are an exchange, if you have an idea in the in blockchain space, they are ready to support you. And they are not just supporting from the banking relations perspective or investment act perspective. They are helping you throughout the overall life cycle. That is, framing your ICO, supporting in the promotions of the ICO, and also execution of it. Hence, if you want end-to-end support for your ICO, starting from banking relationship to the overall execution of it, I would suggest to try out Almora Investment Bank. Then I also heard and saw the stall of Arcona Digital Land. Arcona Digital Land is a very interesting concept where they want to bring augmented reality into the virtual space and actually leverage it to create a virtual world where you can own lands, like in Decentraland in the virtual reality space. You can own lands and actually build something around it, virtual around it. In the case of Arcona, the idea is about creating virtual land in the augmented reality space. The promise of it is that we I think in the space of advertisement, in the space of AR gaming, in the space of digital promotions, in and also, I mean, the opportunities are huge. Augmented reality, I feel, is much more has more opportunity than VR, because it is somewhere, it connects you with the reality, but also enhances it with the digital and with uh, uh, animated reality, which we probably may not connect with in a virtual reality space. So that was a great presentation where they are creating an open platform, blockchain based open platform, and also create an ecosystem and a protocol layer upon which creators can create applications, games, and a lot of different kinds of new projects and new dimensions on this virtual space, or in this augmented reality space. And what you as a Arcona token holder get is that you can trade your land to build some of these assets in the virtual space, and can actually use their services and create ecosystem around it. So if you know the concepts of decentraland, you will find a lot of opportunities in Arcona as well. While I felt at one point that they still have to do a lot of effort as far as engaging lot of the real industry is concerned. They need to engage a lot, because one of the weaknesses was that they have created a lot of products and actually created apps for third party customers, but they don't have I mean, I didn't find their own product as such. Another weakness I found was they were creating a protocol layer and expected others to come, and but in real life, unless you have an application to showcase, that is a challenge. But thankfully, I mean, from my interaction at least, they said they have a lot of experience in this space, and they are also open sourcing some of their key assets of how to build some kind of a augmented reality application on top of Arcona. So I see a lot of promise. I also see they need improvements, but I like the idea. So I'm wishing them best of luck. Then I also met with representative of Olam SCM. So Olam SCM is a non-profit foundation that is trying to create a foundation where various companies and enterprises from supply chain space can come together on top of a blockchain platform and help improve the performance of a platform neutral blockchain space, where or a blockchain network, on top of where they can optimize their supply chain and create and resolve some of the leakages and trust issues that comes in the real world. And probably I see a lot of promise in this project, because some of the big names, at least as far as the at least based on my interaction with him, are already getting onboarded onto this project. So I would rather say, if you're interested into supply chain space and you understand the tech and you want to explore some of a promising project, probably you can explore Olam. But again, do your own research, because I felt they had a problem as with respect to their marketing strategy. They themselves are looking into it, but as far as the idea was concerned, again, I liked it. A very promising project. Again, I also saw a few other projects, but and one of them was Prime Stars. I would say Prime Star, somehow I felt there were a lot of red flags. First of all, the people who were there at the stall didn't know about the idea. They just said they have so many actors. They named Johnny Depp and a lot of other Hollywood actors, but they were not able to explain me what their value proposition was. Hence, and also when I asked what about their team, they said there is a CEO sitting out of Russia to contact him and he will help out. So I was not very happy with it. So if any ever you get into anything about hear about a prime star ICO, please watch out and be careful. And there was also shopping. Shopping was one project. I felt they were more focused on the tokenization part and how much you can get into ICO and pre-ICO. But as a some of the challenges in the shopping project was that they were kind of a reward program for shopping in and around you, and they were creating a decentralized shopping experience for you. I mean, at least that is what I got, but I would say you have Dether for that, which is creating a place for businesses that can accept Ethereum, and they provide a geolocation based option for that. Hence, that is a better project, I would say, rather than this. And then Exenium. I think one of the most exciting projects that I would take from this expo was Exenium. They are building a cryptocurrency exchange which operates as a bot on top of Telegram, and the demos that I saw were mind-blowing. They are providing fiat to crypto trading. They are also their KYC option was very easy, and also the kind of some of the times what happens, even despite KYC, you have an upper slab of how much can you invest into an ICO. But for them, they are I mean, how much you can invest in an exchange or trade in an exchange. But their model is much more simpler. So if you do a KYC, I think they don't have a kind of a hard limit that other exchanges have. And I would say it was a solid platform. And talking to the team, I felt really confident that it would be probably a more robust platform. So I'll be doing a separate, a complete profile or complete review of Exenium and Livetree and few other of the promising projects that I talked about. So watch out for them. But at the end of it, I would just say thanks to Finality Exchange, who sponsored my participation into the blockchain conference yesterday, and thanks to their and they are building one of the next generation decentralized exchange, which would challenge the existing exchanges and would give you a very good interface in trading. And actually, this is a platform they are building is for experienced traders and who are looking for the kind of enhanced trading quality, trading experience that you expect from the general forex or general stock trading experience. And I'm sure once Finality is ready, you will not be disappointed. And for those who are platform developers or who are part of the exchange, developers part of the exchange, Finality is looking for talents. And hence, if you think you have that you have within you to be part of one of the next generation exchanges and want really to go forward in your career and explore new opportunities, I would say Finality Exchange is a great opportunity. Please check out their website, and also you can directly mail your profiles to join at finality.exchange if you want to explore certain job opportunities with them. Please drop a note to them, and I'm sure they would get back to you. So thank you all for this, for hearing me out, and I wish to connect with you more in future. Thank you very much. Bye.